The DMM Allstars Drafting is upon us. It's among us. And what we have here is the list of the captains and the players. And I'm going to give my thoughts right now on what I think. I don't know if necessarily the people are going to take, like the captain's going to take this specific order, but what I think might be ideally a very high IQ, valuable order. And I'm going to give my opinion on what I think as we go through. Because there's quite a bit of chatter about this. Odablock did his list the other day. I'm pretty sure he was trolling for the most part. I did. He brought me on his stream on Discord for a moment to give my thoughts, and I had a good time. So I think I want to share my thoughts more appropriately here and what I think, because I thought about it a little bit, and I mean everyone I think agrees, thinks, and assumes that Bodhi is probably the #1 best choice for any captain to take immediately. So for those that don't know how it works, basically the captains in order of the numbers on the chart behind me are going to pick in that order. And most people assume that Bodhi is going to be like picked immediately, right? Everyone's saying, oh, oops. Bodhi's going to get picked straight away. Like, why wouldn't Dino pick Bodhi? Well, I don't think that that's the best choice for Dino personally. Or do I? No, actually I do, yes. No, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Bodhi is the best choice for Dino. Now, before going further, I think Odablock and Framed are the only two captains here that are actually not shit at PVM, right? Dino, West Ham, Perp's actually pretty decent too, but Dino, West Ham, and Reese, to the best of my knowledge, they can't PVM their way out of a fucking paper bag. So they really should be relying more on smarter player picks. Now, I know that there's also your drafting order in the finale. Bodhi is an extremely strong pick. Dino would be stupid to not take Bodhi first. Some people, but Dino's good at PVM now. No, he's not. Okay. There's being able to survive on a hardcore and being good at PVM, totally different things. Trust me. Especially when you've got a week to play, you've got to be efficient. You've got to pump. Dino's going to be PvPing. He's going to be PvPing more than, or relying on the PvP aspect of this more than he is PVM. Bodhi is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for this team. At least preparing them. West Ham is probably going to want to do the same thing. Now, Odablock said West Ham would take Greg. I disagree. I think West Ham taking Greg is a mistake. I think he's probably better off taking Lake. I think we can all agree on that. Lake is probably going to be West Ham's choice. By far. Right? Like Lake and Bodhi are going to get picked immediately. Oda highlighted that skill sets, PVM won't be as important. Bank keys are back. PvP will be main highlights of this All-Stars. Sure, but you want people to be quick to get through the quests fast. Like Bodhi will go and farm resources that they need, right? If they need brews, Bodhi will either go organize getting the brews sorted, or or he'll be able to instruct people to go get that and like kind of have that efficient path laid out, ready to go. The game knowledge, the going to do Monkey Madness. You've got Dino going, reading the fucking quest guide or the quest helper. Bodhi will do it on a normal client and do it 3 times as fast as anyone here, right? He's done it that many fucking times. So there's time that can be shaved off. If you're the first team to get through Monkey Madness, you've got a significant advantage. So it's not just about who's best at PvP or what's more PvP focused, but having a stronger team at those fights are going to be huge. Lake and Bodhi are good at PvM, PvP. Yes, they can both hold their own very well. Framed, the smartest person Framed can take here is Greg. 100%. I don't think there's a better pick than... a better pick than Greg, purely because Framed is that team's Bodhi and Lake for now. For now. Greg becomes that team's West Ham and Dino, right? I think Greg is... Like Framed can fight. Yes, Framed can fight. But Framed can do PVM, game planning, efficiently getting the team sorted better than Greg can. I think that in terms of their PvP power on the team, Greg is going to be a far heavier hitter for Frame's team. Like if Greg goes to West Ham, that's fine, but now they've bottlenecked themselves. They're not going to have a very good approach to getting the team ready, right? And it's a lot of single-way combat too, so you don't really need to be teaming up and multiing so hard. Which leaves you with Mr. RHKOS, Reese. I'm going to put some lines through the people I've already taken so I don't double up on them. So we've done Bodhi, Gregory, and Lake. People are thinking maybe Dobies. That's a good pick. Perp's probably better off with Dobies, to be honest. Reese will probably want to take... maybe... Oh, shit. Actually, I don't know now. Reese is probably better off taking a Bodie Lake type player too, right? I feel like most teams will have enough Ironman knowledge inherently because most of these names that they know how to work on Ironman. Bodie could be the first in previous All-Stars. This team is never first to be fully geared. Well, you've got RNG to worry about too, right? Like, you could be the first to Barrows, but you could be the last to have Arams, you know? There's various aspects to it, but you have a significant advantage with Bodie in your lineup at the start, Lake and Greg. I think, look, you've got Dobies, Torvesta. Torvesta's a strong pick, man. Yeah, I think Reese takes Torvesta at this point. Frank might even take Torvesta, to be honest, instead of Greg. Oh, there's no hands. Yeah, no hands, but you know, like, you know what I mean, though. I was just using Barrows as an example. Torvesta could take Greg. Sorry. Frank could take Torvesta instead of Greg. Actually, I think it'll be whatever Frank takes, Reese will take the other. At this point, it's going to be one or the other there. I don't think there's no way Purple Odoblock get any of these four. Doesn't happen. No, Aaron's just like they're going to force moons. Yeah. So you could be the first two moons, but the last to get blue moon. Then, like, the argument's still the same. Maybe Frank would take Greg for the power play, so O and Reese doesn't get it. If Frank doesn't take Greg, Reese will. There's no question. Greg gets snatched up immediately, right? It's those two are interchangeable. It's just whatever Frame decides. Frame might take Torvesta instead, but there's no ping advantage there because they're both on the same fucking ping. I think Torvesta's probably a better PVMer at least. I don't know. Is Greg really that good at PvP? Greg has very good PvP knowledge and experience. Yeah, Greg is very good. Torvesta might be better than Greg. I don't know for sure. I think Frame might take... It'd be one of those two. Could be a wild guy, but I feel like Lake or Greg might actually be picked first. That's possible, yeah. Like, to be honest, Lake or Bodie first as well. I think if Dino or West Ham take Greg or Torvesta first, they're trolling. That is troll. Dino and West Ham are the Greg and Torvesta for their team. If they I mean, they could, but they're going to... They don't get to pick... Like, Dino doesn't get to pick again until number 12. Dino picks Bodie, then he doesn't get a single pick until another 11 characters are picked, right? It's not a smart play. You shouldn't... there's no way you forfeit Bodie. That's not possible. I think West Ham should take Lake. Why would West Ham need Greg or Torvesta? I mean, he could, but if Lake is on Frame's team, that's so much more powerful than Frame and Greg. Same with Lake and Reese, I think. Yeah, Lake and Reese, yeah. If Dino doesn't pick Greg or Lake, he's not getting a solid PvPer. If he doesn't pick Greg or Lake, he's not getting a solid... He is the solid PvPer. Everyone will be good. Doesn't Chosen... And Bodie has a lot less value in the finale. I think Bodie's still a good PvPer. He's not... I mean, he's not insane, but Bodie knows what he's doing. And Dino's a good PvPer. It's likely going to come down to the wire at that anyway, right? What's more important, having a strong finale or having a strong lineup in the finale? I don't know. He used to be good, but he's far less important in the finale. Well, I mean, he's going to spend a lot of time practicing, right? We don't know. I think Bodie is. I could be wrong, but I think you're trolling to give up Bodie. Bodie and Frame is a far more dynamic duo, in my opinion. Dino, I don't know. Dino's good, but West Ham and Odo are better. And you could argue Reese is better or equal to Dino, so he's needing support. Right. But who did Odoblock... Didn't Odoblock die to Dino last DMM mode? Or was it... No, he died to Ditta, didn't he? I think Bodie's far too powerful, far too strong to take first. Like you're only looking at it from one point of view, Chuck, which is the PvP aspect. But the team's not going to mean shit if they don't get... If the team's under-geared, under-resourced, they're getting flogged in mass, like in the what are the breaches, then there's no fucking value, is there? No, I'm saying picking Bodie, but I think what I'm saying, wild card where he picks Lake. If he could take Lake too. Lake or Bodie, either one is the fine. Greg and Dono would be a strong PvP lineup. It would be, but it's all about singles for the blood money at the moment, so I don't really think it's too much of a concern. Like, Bodie's not really going to die in singles if he can help it, right? As for Perp, though, Perp is probably at this point going to have to take Dubby. Dubby could get picked before Greg or Torvesta. I don't see that happening. I think Mr. Dubs himself gets taken by Perp, which leaves obviously Odablock in in a bad position. I think Perp's in a worse position than Odablock. I've heard Lake's become a demon at PvP. I've seen Lake fighting in NHFC. He's good. He knows what he's doing. He's very good. What if he can get Greg or Lake then Foe? I mean, maybe, but Foe is significantly... I think Foe's far behind Bodhi in terms of like PvP and game knowledge, right? When do you think Blood Moon Rises release date? If you had to guess, probably 17th of July, 17th of June. Odablock is in a unique spot here, and I think Odablock should take. Oh, let's cross out old mate. This is just my opinion. My opinion. I think Odablock should take. Man, people have been talking Mika up a lot lately. I don't know if Mika really is the play there. I mean, maybe 61 mil. I think Mutz is not a bad shout, but I feel like PvP-wise, Mutz does fall short significantly here. And Odablock was saying, oh, I don't get a big PvP. It's like, you are the PvPer again. Mutz, No Monkey? No, No Monkey is a lot of people are hyping No Monkey up here, and it's hard to say this without it sounding like, oh, he's just hating on No Monkey because No Monkey's got this weird one-sided beef with me. No Monkey is not a top 2 pick, in my opinion, I don't think. I wouldn't take No Monkey because, one, yes, he's improved in PvP a lot lately, but he's not at that level yet, not even close. Yes, he is good at PVM, but we haven't seen him properly push a Deadman yet. And we know for a fact No Monkey does not work well in teams. We've seen that happen with his group Ironman. He might do well here, but he has a history of not working well in teams and letting his ego overtake what is important. And I would not be surprised if he does the same fucking thing here. He doesn't work well in teams. So I would be very cautious thinking No Monkey's a good choice here. I don't think so. He fucking threw a whole Gim team in the bin because someone else did a solo raid while he was solo raiding. Like, it's like... I don't think... I think he over-exaggerates how good he is, or overestimates how good he is. I think it's a downfall of his. I think skill specs could be a good pick, but he's prone to dying too much. Foe, I don't think Foe goes... Foe maybe number 7. You could argue that, maybe. Gnome was actually crazy good in GG and survived a ton of bannings. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I agree with that, for sure. A lot of solo content, though. I'd pick Foe over No Monkey for Demon Allstars due to pressure test. Foe knows what he's doing. Rakesy is a good pick, too. Like, people undersell Rakesy. Just because Rakesy's done a lot of these events before. I think Odablock might pick Mika. It might be a pick. Could be 61M. I don't know. He might go for the strongest PvP possible here, which might be, you could argue, could be Mika. Could be... Sucks Mid-Mac Cow's not on here. I like Minty. Ah, man. I don't know. There's been Sick Nerd's a good shout as well. Rakesy, the only 2-time winner, bro, is crazy undervalued. I think Rakesy is a strong... Rakesy at number 7 is really a good pick, in my opinion. I think Mika is not a bad shout. Like, he's probably going to take, or consider taking Mika. Will he actually? I don't fucking know what he's going to do. As Odablock will say 5 things just because it's content. He knows how it works. It's the machine. I think... Man, I do want to say Rakesy is a potentially strong pick here, but I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Like Mutz, again, Mutz is great game knowledge. He knows how to survive, but... I mean, I say the same thing. I think C Engineer can fumble a lot, but C Engineer has also survived some insane hardcore Ironman deaths that he should not have survived on his hardcore series. Mika will always be playing correctly. Mika will be He'll be able to outlast. He'll be able to eat all his food. Mika's not going to get KO'd. He's going to outlast, right? He might not outlast his foes, but he's going to go the distance. Mika is, which I think is important. You know, and I think that's important. Skiddler would be a strong choice at this point. Skiddler does know how to fight. He is good, yes. Mika and skill specs would be good, or Mika and Rexy. I think I rate Rexy higher than people are saying. I'm gonna bite the pillow and say Rexy 7. I think that is unironically a fucking solid choice. Now Rexy's team did good last year, but they did have the UAV did a bitter. But I think Rexy has that on stage experience, which will help in the finale a lot. He has won a bunch of PvP events in the past. This is back when PvP wasn't so, I guess, contested, but he did beat Torvesta in that tournament as well. I think Rexy can pull some shit off for sure. I think Rexy is really a decent fucking call. What do you think about him picking skill specs? I don't think Odablock will pick skill specs because of how many times Skilly died last season. I think Odablock actually probably doesn't like that. I don't think skill specs is going to die that much this time around, but you have to look at the history of how people have played. I think Pip and skill specs are great choices here too. He could take Pip. Would you take Pip or Mika? What would you do? Because Perp is now going to probably take... He'll probably take skill specs here. To be honest. That gives him two, like, confident PvP setups there. You know? I'd take Mika and Pip or 61 mil personally. You reckon? 61 mil really is a good... you know what, maybe... If he doesn't take Rexy here, he'll take him at 18. But, yeah, you know what, Pip... I didn't even fucking think about Pip. Maybe Pip is... Maybe he does take Pip. Yeah. People were fucking shitting on Pip, but I think Pip's fucking got a brain and a half. 61 mil is greatly slept on. I think 61 mil is greatly slept on for people that don't really know him. He is very good. I mean, Perp might take 61 mil, to be honest. That's probably actually a fucking strong choice. With Dobby Dobies, that kind of makes up for the lack of Greg and Torvesta. But Dobby's good too, you know? Dobby knows what he's doing. Alfie slept on? Yeah, Alfie makes too many mistakes, to be honest. I reckon someone... Skill specs is getting taken on the second row, for sure. 61 mil is on the second row for sure. It's just a matter of what order, right? You'll have 61 mil here. You'll have skill specs here. 100%. You're going to have maybe Mutts. There's a chance No Monkey gets picked, I think, but I don't know if No Monkey gets picked on this row. He very well could get picked. I don't think he's strong enough to get picked by Purple Reese. West Ham or Dino might. Or I don't know. Dino won't. If Dino took Bodhi, he won't take No Monkey. The Framed might take No Monkey. Maybe. I don't think if they take Bodhi and Lake first, they won't take Monkey. They'll take a more PvP oriented person, I think. Like Sick Nerd or Skill Space. Sick Nerd is probably on this row, actually. Sick Nerd would probably go in with Dino, maybe. I don't know. Skill Space 61 mil, Alfie and Gnome all get picked this row. Does Gnome get picked this row? He might. Maybe. Would you pick Gnome over Mutts? Alfie? Alfie, really? Foe's probably second row pick. I thought Foe would be a second row pick, to be honest. But people seem to just not give a shit about Foe. But I would have thought Foe would be a good pick just because he's got brains, you know? I pick Foe over Gnome. I mean, I would, yeah, usually. Mutts over Monkey? I would have thought so too. I think No Monkey's a third rower, for sure. Foe's himself as last pick? Well, if you have yourself as last pick, then you never look bad, right? Makes sense. Sea Engineer second row, no? I don't think so, no. Sea Engineer's probably a third or maybe fourth row. Game IQ needs to be accounted for, and Foe would be a good pick. He would be, but not if you had Bodhi or Lake already. It would be a good pick for Reese. Reese would have a good pick with Foe there, but you have EVscape, who has excellent game knowledge as well. You have Coxie, Mutts, Sync, Alfie, all great game knowledge that you can just pick later. So do you pick a better PvPer now? Perp probably takes 61 mil. Reese probably takes skill specs. Frame sick nerd. Something like that. I'm just throwing that out there. Right? Like what? Like you'd still take a strong PvPer that can hold their own, because there's so many like more game oriented like game knowledge people here that you can just get in the next row. No Monkey will be a pity pick. I think No Monkey gets taken probably 13, 14, or 15. No Monkey doesn't make it back to 18. Perp's going to take skills. He might, yeah. That I think you're right on that. It'll probably be something like, I mean, if you take skill spec or 61 mil, 61 mil is going to be a stronger pick, right? But that might work better. Reese will take 61 mil for sure. Reese will be done to take skilly because him and Torvesta will just fight the whole time. It depends. Does Reese want good clips or does he want to win? Bit of both, right? Draft the West team. We'll do after. We'll do after. I think West Ham needs to take a PvP focused person here, which Rakesy is a good shout. V the victim. I've heard people call him V the shictum. Like, is he? How's he holding up lately? I thought he was a decent PvP, or did he just have a bit of like a stroke of? Like, did he just have a couple of good runs? Cox is the most overrated person in draft. What does Coxie do over there? He just does the pet hunting stuff, right? West Ham could take Eliop or Rakesy. Yeah, true. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, I think that's probably right. To be honest, Rakesy is such a strong pick at this point that if West Ham doesn't take Rakesy or Eliop, you are right, yeah. I think Eliop probably gets picked by Dino then, right? At the end of the day, one thing's for sure is whichever team Eliop's on is whichever person isn't having, they're not being watched, right? You're not going to watch Dino if Eliop's on his team. You'll just watch West Ham, Block, or Perp or something instead of Reese, right? Like whichever team Eliop's on, they're not getting any viewers. So there's also that you've got to worry about. V is last row in my opinion, big fall off. Bad luck to V. Let's cross off this dickhead, and oh, that dickhead's already crossed off. Third row, you probably take No Monkey here now, or Mutts. No, wait, why is Mutts is still here? Holy fuck! Yeah, this is a Mutts pick for sure, dude. How do you not take Mutts here, right? You take Mutts at this point, surely. Didn't think Victim plays RS anymore, really? Or you just not stream it anymore? I'd be surprised if Dino West take Rexy. You reckon? Honestly, it could be a Mutts pick here. But then again, like, it depends how you want to look at it. Do you take Lake and Mutts or Bodie and Mutts? I feel like that's not enough PvP power now. Rexy here. Who else would you take over than Rexy for PvP power? Skidler or Alfie, really, right? No one else here really scratches that itch. Mutts on Oda's team. Oda hates Pitt's brother. So you reckon Oda won't take Pip because he doesn't like his brother? Really? If he doesn't take Pip, then he would take 61 mil, right? Foe would be a row 3, I think. Oh, no, his brother, he hates Pip. Oh, right. So you reckon he won't take Pip out of principle? And he loves Mutts? He could take Mutts. Well, no, I don't think it'd be Mutts Meek. It won't be Meek and Mutts. I don't think. I mean, he could take skill specs. He could take Rake. Honestly, I think Oda would really probably consider taking Rakesy. Rakesy is a good player, man. Rakesy is a strong. Rakesy is a strong dead man player. Mega's a caller. Mutts is a good PK now. Doesn't matter, dude. Like Mutts been a good PK. It's different, man. I think Rakesy is such a strong dead man player. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of 1v1 potential. You reckon Eliop's overrated? Probably, but you're looking at like needing PvPs. Eliop knows how PvP works. You know, he understands he knows how to get away. He knows how to escape. He knows how to survive. It's not just being able to fight and kill someone. It's also being able to, like, if you're in trouble, what the fuck to do. Sync is being talked about a lot too. Sync needs to... I think we need to see Sync fight before we say anything. He doesn't though. Go watch last year. Was Elliot not the... Wasn't he just getting fingered in the finale? Don't say he has a shot caller who's not going to pick Ellie. Okay, fair enough. I was just throwing him there just because of what options we had for this row. Elliot might be bottom row. No, he absolutely could be bottom row. Yeah, it just depends if people are going to prioritize like certain types of players. How come you're not on the roster? I couldn't make it. Take Farmers over Elliot, my god. Yeah, but like, would you really take MMORPG over Elliot? Like you guys are doing this because you don't like him, right? Elliot's trash every year, to be fair. I think Perp goes to Pip. You reckon Perp goes Pip? Over skill specs? I mean, maybe Odablock takes skill specs. Nah, he won't, he won't. The 33 deaths last year, he won't take skill specs. He just won't. But he could go Pip, man. No, you said he doesn't like Pip. I don't know why you would... Okay, so... Does he take 61 then? Perp and Pip. Reese will take skill specs. Maybe Reese takes Marts. You could end up with Dino, Bodhi, and skill specs, to be honest. He hates Rakesy too, bro? No, he doesn't hate Rakesy. Come on, man. What do you mean? Odablock doesn't hate Rakesy. They were just fucking chatting last night. Dino can grab Rakesy and Mutt's there. I think it's GG. If he gets, like Dino gets... Whoever gets Rakesy's going to have a pretty good deadman advantage, I think. His skill's way too high. Tons of mistakes last year. Not a ton of game IQ. Yeah, but he's improved since then, you know? Friend grab Skilly here. He probably does, right? I'd say if skill specs is around, that's probably accurate. Then you're probably going to see a Rakesy pick here. And then with a Rakesy pick, you're probably going to see... Who would you... Skilly is great PvP, but I don't know, it seems kind of risky. Skill specs... Like, Bodhi said it best. Skill specs will run into the fucking fight just to save you, even if he's only got one brew. Like, he's got your back until you die, you know? Skill specs will do what he can to get you over the finish line. Frame should have got first pick, being the worst PK, leader, in my opinion. I don't think that's the problem, really. Red's a good pick, but from what I've seen, he is ego as fuck. A lot of these guys are ego as fuck, dude. Dino can take Skidler here, and they had a blast last year. Skidler is good. Skidler can hold his own. Skidler's probably not a bad shout here. Maybe Sync, though. No, they got Bodhi. They're not going to go Sync. No, they might go Skidler. He could go No Monkey here. This is probably the time to take No Monkey or Foe, I think. I don't think... There's no way No Monkey is on Odablock's team, because he's not good enough to be picked here. But he's probably too valuable to be picked this late. Oda said Alfie would beat 6-1 in a fight also. Yeah, well, I mean... Does Odablock know everything, though? Oda's saying one thing doesn't make it true, though, you know? I think you take... One of these three is taking No Monkey here. For sure. I'd say yes. I don't think... I think Odablock probably needs to watch a bit more, though. He doesn't really watch other people. He just goes off what he hears or what he just like happens to see while he's streaming. If Foe goes third round, he's a massive value pick. Foe is big here, but not for West Ham and Dino. They have Lake and Bodhi. Reese would probably take Foe. I think Reese would be dumb not to take Foe if he's still available here. I think No Monkey goes here. And then you probably get Alfie. Like a PVMer or PvPer? He's pretty much both now. This is the game knowledge row. I doubt Dino picks Gnome. You don't think Dino picks Gnome, really? I think people will encourage Dino to take Gnome. Like, people are going to encourage Gnome picking. No Monkey's chat is going to be fucking pestering everyone to pick No Monkey until he's fucking picked, dude. I think Frame would want Foe. True. Frame might go EVscape though. EVscape is a better pick than most people on this board, just because EVscape is very knowledgeable. EVscape will put a retarded amount of hours into shit that needs to be done. I know there's limits on what you can do, but EVscape has no problem like doing what he needs to do. You know, he's like a budget Bodhi in a way. He's humble as well, no ego. Foe. I know we're not talking about EVscape if it's about ego, but he's already going to be feeding Dino. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But imagine having Bodhi and No Monkey like raiding and shit. EV the Hut. EV being a caller on Frame team makes sense. Yeah, I think that's probably right, yeah. EV, meat riding EV, GG dislike. Meat riding because I'm being honest about someone's ability to play the game, that's not meat riding, mate. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean I have to be like, oh, yeah. So EVscape, well, I mean, I'd love to have EVscape on here, but the problem is he likes to let people fuck his girlfriend, who he calls his wife, that they're not married, so I don't know why it's a wife, and he's fat. Yeah, that's better, guys, right? So EVscape just shouldn't be on, no. Unironically, he's got great game knowledge, right? It's not about whether you like the cunt or not. It's about whether it's a fucking valuable pick for Framed, if you want to win this fucking event. Skidler is GM too. Being GM doesn't matter, man. Being Grandmaster in RuneScape means fuck all. If you think being Grandmaster means you're good, it doesn't, man. One thing I can tell you now is if you're Grandmaster, you've either put a lot of hours into it, or you're lucky. It's very luck driven, dude. Unless you want to go tell me that you can 100% get that Vorkast speedrun every time, get fucked. I may not like No Monkey, but he's inarguably a good PVMer. Ain't meat riding, that's called not being a retard. Yeah, No Monkey knows how to PVM, for sure. His PvP ability is being over-exaggerated. I can confirm that. I believe that. And I think... And his ego is... His own ego is his own downfall. And No Monkey does not work well in teams from what we've seen. I think No Monkey being a row 3, probably picked by Dino, West Ham or Framed, is the most likely situation. If he's picked earlier, they're wasting a valuable pick, in my opinion. Frank Gregan's skill, not a single raid is getting done on that team. No, but it would do if you had Foe on the team, right? For example, possibly. Gnome beat Skilly 3 days ago, 4 out of 5 fights though, so. Doesn't matter, man. Sync, could be Sync. Could take Sync. Is Sync, how game knowledge is Sync other than doing Chambers as Eric? So I think Dino picks Mr. Mammal. You reckon Dino takes Mammal? He could take Mammal. Mammal's good. If he doesn't take Mammal, then West Ham takes Gnome. Alfie gets pushed down. Him and Sync are boys. Sync, great PVM. You know what? Actually, good point. He'll probably take Sync then. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, he will take Sync. Yeah. Of course. If he doesn't take Sync... I mean, if he takes Sync in the second row, he's trolling. But I think he could probably safely take Sync. Sync ain't going to get snatched up before that, right? I don't think Sync's going to get taken prior to this. I'd be surprised. You reckon Foe's going last round for sure? You'd take Foe... Who would you... You'd take Sea Engineer over Foe? Sea Engineer's a good pick. Dino and Mammal go together. You reckon Dino takes Mammal? Oda's picking Foe? He could do. Yeah, if Foe's available, Oda probably take him. Yeah, you're right. He wanted a bold team. Well, they're gonna need more bold players. You reckon Dino takes Mammal here? If Dino takes Mammal, West Ham takes Gnome, right? Perp takes Mammal if he's gone this far. I think it gets to Alfie here then. There's no way Reese lets Odabot take Foe. Right? Surely not. By this point, Odabot needs less... Wait, Skidler on there? Skidler's not on there yet. Maybe Odabot takes Coxie or Sea Engineer now. No, I tell you what, Odabot should take EVscape here, I think. I think this is an EVscape pick. Weren't they on the same team last year as well? They worked good together, yeah? Nah, Odabot ain't taking MMO. Nah, he ain't doing that, dude. He takes EVscape here. Man, he might take Eliop. It's going to be a hard watch for you guys if he does. No shot, Oda wants to win. He'll take EVscape then if he wants to win, because that's going to be his best choice here. No Monkey doesn't make it back to Odabot, there's no way. Skidler's a good shout. Sea Engineer's still a good shout though. Like, I think the thing with Sea Engineer is that he can fumble. Like, we've seen him fumble a lot, but we've also seen Sea Engineer do that hardcore Ironman PvP world shit. And he survives like a motherfucker, dude. He's like a cockroach. That cunt cannot die. Sea Engineer Sea Engineer can pull off some plays or can drop the ball. And if he drops the ball this far down, it's not really that big of a deal. It's there, but Oda could go Coxie. He could go Coxie as well. West Ham would pick Sea Engineer all day over Sick Nerd there. You reckon? You reckon he'll take Sea Engineer second? Oda hates Coxie. How do you know he hates Coxie? Who do you pick over Coxie? Me? Here, I would take... I mean, Coxie's a good shout, but you've got EVscape and you've got Mika. I mean, do you take Coxie or Skidler? What is? I don't know how good Coxie is. I know he does a lot of boss hunting, but I don't know how good he is at it. Sick Note is ass at PvP. He's the last row for sure. You reckon? So Oda won't take Coxie because Coxie's gay. Okay, so you guys are trolling. Ain't no way he goes, oh, I can't take Coxie because he's gay. There's no way. I've seen him read half of your fucking chats in his chat. You guys are gay as fuck, and he still fucking reads it. So he ain't singling Coxie out. Ain't happening. He's not trying. You're telling me that he won't take Coxie because Coxie's gay. He won't do it. But really? Def ignorant. Oda wants to win, and he would be willing to bury the hatchet with him if it's mutual. Really? Is that true? Coxie's the worst player left besides that. Eliop's going to get picked up faster than Skilly because he's multi-knowledge and DMM knowledge. There's not a lot of multi in Deadman mode though. I mean, I would have thought Eliop would get picked second row, but some people are really ticked off of that. He might get picked third row, but... I mean, maybe Dino takes him. And then Reese takes Mammal. And then Odablock goes EVscape and Foe. And then Purple probably goes Skidler at that point, right? Like, wouldn't that make a bit more sense? Maybe? I don't know. Then you probably got a Sea Engineer here, and then a V the victim there, or wherever, it doesn't matter at this point. I'd see Sea Engineer and Foe on this, over EV. Nah, dude. Nah, I don't think so. I think... Do you reckon? Sea Engineer over EVscape? Why hasn't settled on this, by the way? I probably said I can't do it. Probably didn't get asked, who knows? Didn't have a certain roster. It wasn't meant to be EVscape on here. He got put in instead of Porkazar because Porkazar couldn't make it. EV is doggy and other skill very similar. PK decent. EVscape has a lot of... I mean, what do you mean he's doggy? What, at PK? I also believe Oda would not puck up 6-1 mil over Rakesy. See, that's what I thought, but people were thinking that. I think Rakesy is a great choice here, to be honest. which might put 61 mil there anyway. It might mean 61 mil goes here. I don't know. I think Rakesy is an excellent choice for Odablock, man. On his ping is okay. US ping is dog shit. The finale's in US. He's going to be in US for it. C Engineer will be second row at least. I don't think so. C Engineer might be third row. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not just gonna come down to like, what do you mean doesn't matter? If he's on US ping in the US, it's the same as being on Australian ping in Australia. What do you mean doesn't matter? See how real shit he is then? Well, EVScape beat me the other day in the NHFC, and I beat No Monkey in PvP. So, like, where's the circle? No, Skidler goes last way. He might do. It depends on what you gotta remember is it depends on the picking order and how they're gonna want to build their team. You know. Let's not kid yourself, King. On tracker, you tied. Well, I mean, yeah. Look, EVScape beat me because it was RNG that beat me, dude. We know that. Have you beat No recently? Once you started practicing. The only reason I haven't beat No Monkey recently is because he's refusing to fight me. I beat No Monkey, trust me. No Monkey lost to Mr. No Sleep. I beat Mr. No Sleep quite easily. No Monkey got fucking steamrolled by him. And that was like last week. I beat No Monkey, I promise you. He won't fight me though. He's too scared. 100%. You reckon Mr. Mammal over Skidler? Mr. Mammal's up here, dude. Where's Skidler? Skidler's down here. He's beat Skilly and everyone recently? Sorry? Gives a fuck, dude. Doesn't matter. I reckon I could beat Skill Specs. What's the problem with that? Skill Specs is great. He knows what he's doing, but I reckon I could beat him. There's no way Mr. Mammal goes before Skiller. Other people are saying that he will. You beat him like you beat Eliop? I beat Eliop 5 times. Eliop's beat me once. You need to be up to date on what's actually going on in the PvP world here, not just what Odablock says. I've beaten Eliop 5 times. Eliop's beaten me once. The one time Eliop beat me was on Odablock's screen, and that's the only one people seem to give a fuck about. But Eliop's lost to me 5 times, so like, you know, pick a side, dude. Come on. Greg goes before Lake? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Jane1, thank you for the €5. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. It feels great to be the best content creator, second best PK. Feels natural. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. I don't think if West Ham takes Greg instead of Lake, then like he's cucked it, right? I think that's stupid. I think if Dino and West Ham take PKs over game knowledge PVMers that can PK well, then they're trolling. I beat Elliot 5 times. I think it was 4 or 5 times I've beaten him now. Yeah. Yeah. Any chance Sylvester slips the second round? No. No. These first 5 are getting picked here. I think this top row is guaranteed, just in a random order. Like, it could be Lake and Bodie could switch, Greg and Torvesta could switch. It's likely WWs and Mika are here regardless. I don't think that changes. Compare their PK ability, then the rest of their knowledge, that's how you grade them. Kind of. Depends on how you want to build the team, what's going to be left. Like, we don't know if Rakes is going to get picked here, or Pip's going to get picked here in months, but I think it's likely that they could get picked here. So then you got to decide what Dino's going to pick, based on what's going to be left. I consider Pip or Rakes gets picked over Mika. Do you really think so? What if Oda picks everyone, then pays everyone 10 bill to save both? No, he already offered Dino 25 bill to have first pick. Dino said no. Not going to happen. Still, very wild chance you see Bodie second or third pick. You might see Bodie second or third pick, but I think that's a mistake. Like, if Dino or West Ham want to go heavy PK first, then they've really got to make sure they don't get fingered down here. Like, if you went Greg and Torvesta first, for example, like that, then that team becomes so much weaker. This is so much weaker now. You know, but then again, so are these. Everything kind of falls off there. I think Odablock gets a significant advantage if Dino and West Ham don't take Bodie or Lake. I don't think that PVM is that valuable in deadman mode. Well, there's those missions where you got to fight certain bosses, right? To get the blood money or to get the relics and stuff. You got to be able to kill certain PVM. There's PVM tasks, those missions. You can't, you know, like people aren't just going to go out risking, like you got to get blood money from PK. They're not going to go out risking fights. You get tracked by PvPers. Yeah, so you have the PvPers protecting you. But, like, you want to have a strong PVM to go get the kill and get the token quickly, right? It's not something you need an S tier GM for. But Bodhi's going to be able to survive that. Greg ain't going to be able to walk in and kill fucking Yama before Bodhi, is he? Sick Nerd, no one on this team is going to be able to do it before Bodhi. No Monkey might be able to. Well, No Monkey will be able to, right? They get caught with nothing in their inventory, no team nearby. Skill Specs is going to be the first on the scene to protect, right? He's going to be in there. If someone on Frame's team is getting fucked, Skill Specs is in. Torves's PVM is so bad he cannot be second. I genuinely think they take Bodhi and Lake first. Dino and West Ham are the strong PvPers. Like you're saying they need PvPers. The captains don't sit out. The captains are playing too, remember. Bodhi isn't even the fastest team though. No, but he'll have a good game plan. He'll have jobs for Elliot, MMO, and Sick Nerd and Dino all ready to go. They'll have a game plan already out the gate. They'll already be moving. West Ham, Lake will set a game plan. Coxie will be going one way. 61 Mil will be going one way. West Ham will go one way. No Monkey will probably just ignore it and do his own thing anyway. Framed, I mean, they're probably going to have Synced coming up with a plan there, right? For sure. Blood Money Shot's going to change the outcome. You can only buy one weapon from each shot per team, right? Do you know why West Ham gets Dino erect? Why? Is it the cute little boy hair, like curly hair with the no facial hair? Does he like boys? Like what is it? I don't know. Like you got to think about how they're going to play that team. You can't just go, oh yeah, Dino's going to have Greg and then Torvesta, then Bodhi, and then probably like, yeah, that's a good team. Yeah, that's so strong. Ain't going to fucking happen. Let's be realistic here. I think this is a probably somewhat likely board. But we'll pull it up on the day and have a look. No, I don't have the answer, sorry. Zeus, what's up, dude? I don't think that's too far from mod accurate. I mean, row 3 and 4 is so hard. The first row is easy to figure out. The second row is pretty... I think the second row is pretty solid. There might be one or two changes. Sick Nerd might not be here. No Monkey might be row 2, but I really don't think he's that valuable. I really don't think he's that valuable. But Bodhi Giga overrated. To be honest, Bodhi probably is being overrated, for sure. But still highly rated. I think EVscape might even be a row 3, to be honest, over Mammal. Or something like that, you know? Do you know how Dino Mum got as fat as... I don't know anything about Dino, dude. I don't know. Dino's Eagle can't handle another shot caller on his team. Yeah, Dino will probably be the shot caller, won't he? Right? How's Rexy? I don't know him at all. He's got probably the most deadman experience, especially on stage experience, out of everyone on the roster. And his team won last year. To be fair, they had the UAV tracker, did a better, but they still won. Rexy's a very valuable player. I think Rexy was underrated, being seriously underrated in a lot of people's rankings, for sure. I think Rexy is one of Odablock's strongest picks. I don't know if EVscape ends up in the last row. If it is, he gets picked immediately. I don't know the new Spy Mecha. I don't know what that is. It's just whether he goes Mika or Pip or Mutz or Skilly. I don't know what he does there. Row 3 and 4, it's a shuffle, man. It just depends. It's going to come. Row 3 and 4 is going to come down to whether Dino, West Ham, and Framed prefer to go for someone with PK experience or PVM experience. And then Reese, Perp, and Odablock will have to pick based on that information. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge. You got a big boy.